Hello, my name is Megan. I'm a Doctor of Chiropractic student at Southern California University of Health Sciences. Today I would like to go through some cranial nerve exercises with you. The purpose of these exercises is to stimulate and reset all 12 pairs of our cranial nerves. In order to do these exercises, I have a few props with me today. Go ahead and set up a few props for yourself if you would like to, and feel free to complete these exercises with me. Right now I'm sitting and trying to relax, and we'll be standing for a few of the exercises as well. The props that I have with me today are a candle that smells like Sunday morning. I have a drink that I enjoy, which personally I have peppermint coffee today, and then I have relaxing music sitting next to me. So the first exercise that we're going to perform today is for cranial nerve number 1, olfactory, which is our sense of smell. For this exercise, I'm going to utilize my Sunday morning candle. In order to do this exercise, I'd like to take about 15 to 20 seconds, close my eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just smell the candle. While completing this exercise, it's good to be very mindful of what your senses are around you. So I was focusing on my sense of smell. So I was trying to bring in the scent of the candle specifically, but it's okay to feel your body if it's relaxing or if it's tense. So that is our first cranial nerve. The music that I'm listening to throughout this is influencing our cranial nerve number 8, which is vestibular cochlear, and this is influencing the cochlear branch of that nerve, which we use for our sense of hearing. For our next exercise, I'm going to utilize our cranial nerves 3, 4, and 6, which we use for our ability to move our eyes. Cranial nerve 2 is our ability to see, so we're using that sense throughout these exercises as our eyes are open. So for this cranial nerve exercise for the eye motion, what I'm going to do is use my finger as a tool. I'm going to move it to different spots, and then without moving my head, I'm going to track it with my eyes. So feel free to do this exercise along with me. I'm going to start in the center, looking at my finger. And it does not matter which order you go in, but we're trying to kind of draw a star with our finger. And through all these exercises, I'm trying to keep breathing nice and deep. I'm just going to do this exercise for about a minute or two until I can feel myself relax. And as you can tell, my order is not the same for each set of these exercises. So that was stimulating our cranial nerves 2 through sight, 3, 4, and 6 through eye movement. For this next one, we're going to stimulate our cranial nerves 7, which is for the taste on the anterior 2/3 of our tongue, 9, which is taste on the posterior 2/3 of our tongue, as well as swallowing, and then cranial nerve 10, which we utilize for swallowing. So what we're going to do for this next one is pick up our drink of choice. Mine was peppermint coffee. I'm also going to utilize this moment to stimulate cranial nerve number 1, olfactory, by smelling my peppermint coffee. And once my sense of smell is activated, now I'm going to taste the coffee. Taking a moment to be mindful of how I'm feeling, if I'm relaxing and breathing. Again, that utilized cranial nerve number 7 for the taste on the anterior 2/3 of the tongue, cranial nerve 9 for the posterior 2/3 of the tongue, as well as swallowing, and cranial nerve 10 for the swallowing as well. So this next exercise we're going to do is for cranial nerve 7, which is responsible for taste as well as facial expression. So this one is going to feel a little bit silly, but we're going to make different facial expressions. So I want you to start by raising your eyebrows, frowning, smiling, poofing out your cheeks, and then trying to tense the front of your neck. So we're going to do that one more time. We're going to raise our eyebrows, frown, smile, poof out our cheeks, and then tense our neck. Perfect. So that was cranial nerve 7, used for facial expressions. Next, we're going to do the vestibular portion of cranial nerve number 8. For this one, it's going to involve us using balance to increase our vestibular awareness. So for this one, I'm going to stand. I'm going to have my feet together on the ground, hands on my hips. I'm going to close my eyes. You can close your eyes or keep them open. And then throughout this exercise, just like every other exercise, I'm going to focus on my breathing. During this exercise, if you begin to lose your balance, don't worry about it. You can open your eyes, reset yourself, and then start again. You don't have to restart at the beginning of the 20 seconds. I usually hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds, or you can count your breaths. I usually take about 3 nice deep breaths. That was the vestibular portion of cranial nerve number 8. I'm also utilizing the cochlear portion of cranial nerve number 8 with my relaxing music. So the next cranial nerve that we're going to cover is cranial nerve number 12. This nerve is responsible for the movement of the tongue. These exercises are going to feel a little bit silly, just like the facial nerve. For this exercise, I'm going to have you stick out your tongue, and we're going to deviate it to the right as well as the left. And if you don't want to stick your tongue out, like if you're at work or if people are around, you can also do that exercise with your mouth closed, gently opening your jaw, keeping your lips closed, and moving the tongue to the side, trying to push into your cheek. Final cranial nerve that we're going to discuss today is spinal accessory. It's responsible for our upper traps as well as our sternocleidomastoid muscle in the front of our neck. So what we're going to do for this exercise is activate the muscles, take one deep breath, and then relax the muscles. So to activate the upper trapezius, we're going to shrug our shoulders. And relax as we exhale. For the SCM, we're going to bring our right ear to our shoulder and look over our left ear. Same thing. Right ear to shoulder, looking over our left shoulder. Now left ear to left shoulder, looking over our right shoulder. So in total, those exercises only took us about 8 to 10 minutes. These are exercises that you can do throughout the day as your personal meditation if you would like to do that. Some of these exercises you're able to do if you're driving through traffic and you start to feel stressed, or if you need a moment at work to yourself. I would recommend completing these exercises every day. Again, these exercises are going to help stimulate all 12 cranial nerve pairs and reset the cranial nerves in your system, which will help you to de-stress during the day. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video.